Hello students, welcome to the SS class. Students, we will be learning your economics chapter 1, that is economic development. You all might think that how is economics, what is economics, because we are learning for the very first time. There are many students who want to study commerce in future, then why economics in 10th standard? These are the frequent questions which I get from students. And there is a general impression that economics is relatively tougher than other parts in SS. Yet, some students find history as difficult one because there is a lot more to remember. Some others do not understand geography. Well, students, I tell you, in SS, each part has its own beauty. Why we learn history? So that we get to know that the world we live in, or maybe the country we live in, what it happened to be before. It really makes sense to know that what mistakes our past people did, so that we do not repeat them and face the same losses that they did. Same way, the earth that we live in, the air we breathe, the water we drink, we really need to know what is it all about, how, all the whereabouts, right? So same way, the way you have been learning all these in SS right from your grade 3, I'll be taking you one level ahead, learning economics. So economics word is derived from economy. Economy is the entire monetary system, the entire system in which you are going to step in future, as in when you will be making money. So economic development here mean economic is related to money and development is going from one step to another. Just the way you were little one and then you are now growing up as teenagers and maybe in future whenever you will be adults. So that's your growth, that's your development. Same way, what is economic development? The development related to money. So I hope I'm successful enough to make clear the word economic development. Now, taking you to a broader perspective about what all is going to be a part of the lesson. So this chapter is divided in 8 parts. I have precisely divided them so that you are very clear about what all is going to be a part of the lesson. The first one is what is economic development. So you have to learn the meaning, that what is the meaning of this chapter. And then you have this difference, economic progress and economic development. I have drawn here the symbol of the difference so that you get to know that from this topic you will learn the meaning, which could be probably asked as a definition or 1 mark. Here is a difference which might be asked for 2 marks in both. Then you have a long answer about the features of a developing economy. So this is the heart of the lesson. We can say that economic development, what it is all about and what are its features. How can we find out that whether economy is developing or not? Thereafter you have economic and non-economic activity, what they are, we'll be exploring. It's a very beautiful concept, and the structure of our economy, it's rather structure of any economy. You take economy of USA, you take economy of India, or you take economy of Pakistan. Then comes factors of production, what they are, we'll be learning them. Probably can be asked in 2 marks. And then we have this thing, this trio is a combo actually. It's market system, socialist system and mixed economy. What they are, you have to learn their features, merits and limitations. So this is the outline of the lesson, students. Now we will be venturing to its actual heart. We will be venturing that what it is all about, one by one, of course. So here comes what is economic development. In a very, very simple language, it means constant increase of income. So when I was a fresher, my income was 3,000. After a few years, it was 30,000. After a few years, it will be 3 lakhs. So maybe the increasing trend of income, we call it as economic development. Okay. So here I have shown it that when the income in terms of rupees, in terms of dollars, anything, when it shows an increasing trend, we call it as economic development. Now this much is not sufficient. you need to understand three things. First one, as it is mentioned, that when there is constant increase in income, we say that the country's economic development is taking place, or maybe a person is economically getting developed. Then comes constant increase in PCI. PCI is per capita income. Say for example, you are 10 friends you all are, and each one has a different income. Say suppose one is making 1000 rupees per day, another is 1500, another is 2000. So when we combine the income of 10 of all, it is known as total income. Total income means the income combined of each and every individual. Divide by total population. Now say suppose out of the 10 friends, 8 are making money, 2 are not. But then they are also considered when we consider the population. So their income will be considered as 0 each, right? So 10 of all making money, whether 0 or 1000 or 10,000, when we add up, it is known as total income. And number of people, that is you guys as 10, as per the example, is total population. So here I have symbolized that total income in terms of money divided by total people, we call it as per capita income. Per capita income is still familiar. There would be certain other words coming up in the chapter which you will not be familiar with. So in the upcoming class, you will learn the basic terminologies first and then the actual syllabus, because this is very simple. You can understand it easily, but certain concepts, certain words you need to understand even better. So the first one is constant increase in income. Second one is constant increase in per capita income. So you understood what is per capita income, right? That number of people making money, so whatever they are earning, that is totaled up, and then number of people, I mean the entire population of country. So I can also, instead of total income and total population, I can also write national income upon national population is per capita income. In country like India, where we have wealthiest of people like Mr. Ambani and we have poorest of poor living on roads having no money as income, the all people are combined with their income and population, and that's how we get per capita income of India. Now the amount that we got per capita income, when it is constantly showing increase, then we call it as development. Okay children? First one was where an individual is increasing with his income. Second, where the entire country's per capita income is showing increasing trend. Okay. So first is increase in income, second is increase in per capita income. Now children, whenever any person or any country's income is increasing, their lifestyle also shows improvement. How? The lifestyle of people goes better. Here I have mentioned that there will be malls, people in family would have cars, mothers will want to have diamond jewelry, you guys want to have Netflix. So in short, it would be a cool life. As in, people will go from economy to premium segment. There would be, see in India we have presence of Parle-G biscuits also, we have premium cookies also. So that shows that people's lifestyle is increasing. So beta, in any country, when the people's income is constantly increasing, when the per capita income is constantly increasing, and when the lifestyle of people constantly increases, we can call it as development. We can call it as economic development, because money is involved everywhere. Income is money, per capita income is money, and lifestyle can increase only and only if there is increase in the income. Okay, so that's how economic development concept is. I hope that you are clear with what is economic development, what are its three parameters. You have to remember the three keywords. You can remember this income, you can remember this per capita income, and you can remember this lifestyle of people. So income, PCI, lifestyle. Income, PCI, lifestyle. Remember like this, you will remember the entire concept. You can produce the answer like this. You can elaborate it as per the demand of the question. I hope I am clear. I hope I am very much successful in explaining you the economic development part. Now we will move forward with the economic progress and economic development. Children, these are very confusing words. They are mistaken words. They are used as the replacement of each other. When I say you are growing and when I say you are developing, it is interpreted as almost same. But when we talk in economics, there is a little of difference. What it is? When we talk about progress, it is quantitative. Quantitative as in it is measurable. Before explaining the word precisely in economics terms, I'll first explain you basically. See student, if you score 30 marks, then you score 40, then you score 50, so you are increasing with 10 marks each, I can measure. Yes, I can measure that, okay, Mr. X had scored 30 before, thereafter he is coming up with better thing of 40, and then again is growing to 50. So I can basically measure it. It's quantifiable. So any progress in terms of numbers that can be identified, we call it as economic progress. And when we say you can't feel it, it is qualitative. For example, your marks are not increasing, 30 remains 30 only or 40 remains 40 only, but your handwriting is improved, your way of writing answers and exam is improved, you are liking the subject. So that is all which is not measurable, but you can literally feel that your inclination, your interest is increasing. So that is qualitative. Okay. So when we say progress, progress can always be measured. It is quantitative. And when we say development, development is always qualitative. You can feel it. So in our country, when roads are improving, when there is Swachhata mission, which is not measurable thing, it has nothing to do with money, but then it is development. When people get regular water, when there is availability of potable water, when the roads are clean, when there is less of crime, when everything is under control, when government is actually doing good governance, we call it as development. When people increase, when people's salary increases, when people in business make good profit, when they share good amount in taxes, we call it quantitative. So I hope that these examples has made your mind clear regarding the difference between progress and development. Whatever is measurable in terms of money, we call it growth or we call it progress. Whatever is not measurable in quantity, but then you can feel the quality, there is qualitative change, we call it development. When a student scores more marks is quantity, so we call it as growth or we call it as progress. But then when we see that the child is taking active interest into the activities, is liking the studies, is wanting to do more than syllabus, we call it as development. Okay. When we talk about progress, absolute increase in numbers is seen. Here in your textbook, the example is agricultural production. When the quantity of wheat that was grown in 2018 and then the quantity grown in 2019 increases, and then again the production of wheat in the same field in 2020 increases more. Say for example it was 100 quintal, then 120 quintal and now 150 quintal, we can measure that the production within the same land is increased. So then that increase in production is measurable, is quantitative, and therefore it is economic progress. But if the farmer is growing with less water, the farmer is needing to use less pesticides, the farmer is using a sustainable method of growing crops, the farmer is trying to go natural, maybe towards the organic farming part, and the quantity remains the same, 100 quintal, but still there is change in the quality, we call it as economic development. So development is something where the number is not given importance, but the quality changes, and progress is where the quantity is. And that's why you can relate it, you get progress report at the end of your year wherein the marks are given. I think there should be development report also, isn't it children? Right. So progress is something, what we say, an affair of developed nation. In developing countries, whatever we are doing, wherever we are, is also very difficult to have achieved. And moving beyond that is a little difficult. So economic development is a developing nation affair, wherein if you will develop, you will progress. In a way, you see students, they are the two sides of the same coin. Be it nations development or be it nations progress, they are interrelated. How? I tell you with your own example. If you scored 30 marks out of 50, and if you feel that I want to do more, you are striving for quantity, you are wanting more marks. But how will you increase your marks? You will increase your marks with more dedication, more reading, better writing, better presentation, being more sincere and punctual, right? So here, that is quality. So when the quality improves, quantity itself improves, isn't it? So first, in any developing nation, economic development has to be stressed upon, and when there is economic development taking place, sooner or later it will be reflected in economic progress, right? So we learned the difference. This could be asked as a difference, it could be asked as a question answer. I have always tried to be precise so that you remember whatever you see, you understand and remember, and then you can elaborate on your own in form of sentences. Okay students, so we have learned what is economic development, we learned its definition, we also learned what is per capita income. For per capita income, you need to remember this formula, and you have to learn the difference between economic progress and economic development. I hope you all are clear with progress and development. You can always leave us a message in case of any doubt. In the next class, we will be moving towards the features of developing economy, which is one of the most important topic of the lesson. I hope that I was through with the delivery part. I hope you understand the word economic development now better, and you can differentiate between the word economic development and economic progress. See you in the next class, children.